The global effort to curb the causes and consequences of climate change over the next 100 years is an ambitious initiative that will require sweeping changes worldwide. A unique project was created by two organizations from across the globe to help raise awareness about the importance of climate change. DEWA, Dubai Electricity and Water Authority, and ASEER, the Amazon Center for Environmental Education and Research, have partnered to create an experiential field-based learning program designed to foster international collaboration and to further the initiative to slow the effects of climate change. A group of 5 ambassadors from DEWA traveled to the Madre de Dios and Andean regions of Peru on a 10-day expedition to experience firsthand the effects of climate change on these critical ecosystems. Peru was chosen due to its great potential for sustainable development, with valuable natural resources, plentiful fresh water, and an unmatched level of biodiversity. The trip focused on field-based learning, meetings with local officials, tours of municipal facilities, and conferences that allowed for the international sharing of ideas.
So in this particular initiative, we are trying to change and to replace all the meters, the mechanical meters, with what we call smart meters.
The Voices for Climate Park in Lima welcomes national and international visitors interested in the effects of climate change. The park serves as an exhibition and interaction space used to communicate and raise awareness. Forests, mountains, oceans, sustainable energy solutions, and sustainable cities were all topics of discussion.
We'll be here near, this is sort of Madre de Dios, right? And so this is where we'll be. This is Brazil over here, and you've got Bolivia. So this is, again, this is all sort of rainforest and greenery, all right? So, but this is the coast, and we fly up over the Andes, and it'll be over here.
A tour of the Emapat water treatment plant in Puerto Maldonado provided a glimpse into how water sanitation and distribution is handled along the Tambopata River.
Yeah, all this process first, river, decanters, filter to the water, contact camera, and point of disinfection, and drinking potable water. This is all the process.
The tour was conducted alongside the plant manager, the engineer responsible for the plant, and the mayor of Puerto Maldonado.
We would like to thank the mayor for welcoming us here, and it's really a pleasure to be here. And as you said, maybe you are receiving only a few number of delegates and the treatment plan, and it's really a pleasure for us to be one of those delegations.
The community of Infierno along the Tambopata River is home to one of Peru's remaining indigenous groups, the Esieja. Some of the Esieja, meaning true people, still practice traditional hunting, fishing, and gathering subsistence techniques. However, due to land ownership conflicts with the Peruvian government, access to their ancestral lands has been reduced. Local communities have begun to turn to alternative forms of subsistence and income, such as citrus and fish farming, as well as partnerships with Amazon tour groups in order to create lodges that will be run by and for the local people.
We are running that small project there, fish farm, and also we are improve all this area just to be a part of the community land. Before was running by a group of people that they had a cattle ranch. Yeah, but they saw that group of people. They saw that cattle ranch is not a good business. It's not rentable. Not they have to get a big piece of land to have 40, 50 cows, not using all the land and not raise money all the time. So they decide to disappear that activity, and that land came back to the community.
A transition to higher elevations allowed the team to witness the impacts of climate change on a wide variety of ecological zones. Although Peru's Andean environment provides a stark contrast to lowland forests and jungles in the Madre de Dios region, the effects of climate change are equally impactful. The team visited Cusco and outlying areas to witness life in the Andes. The team was able to learn firsthand the process of growing and harvesting native Andean potatoes from a family of local farmers. Potatoes grown in the Andes of Peru, Ecuador, and Bolivia display an extraordinary variety of taste, colors, shapes, and textures, and are unlike any variety grown anywhere else throughout the world. For over 7,000 years, these potatoes have functioned as a staple in the diet and economy of the region's subsistence farmers. Additional discussions revolved around the difficult task of balancing the subsistence needs of local communities with the growing need to allow for the migration of flora and fauna to higher elevations in response to rising global temperatures.
But we tend to think, and most evidence indicates, that tropical species, especially trees and stuff that we're thinking of, are going to have a very limited ability to acclimate to climate change. Basically because the climate here is so stable. Right? These species have evolved under very stable climate conditions. There's very little seasonality. Temperatures don't fluctuate much throughout the year. And so they have lost that ability to acclimate to changes in climate. As temperatures increase, species should move to places that used to be too cold for them. Right? They kind of will stick within the bounds of their preferred temperatures. So if they like it between 15 and 20 degrees Celsius, they'll follow that range of temperatures around the planet. And so generally what that means is that species will move either towards higher latitudes, towards the North or South Pole, or in the case of tropical systems, they're mostly going to have to move towards higher elevations. Right? So we expect a lot of species from the lowlands, from places like Puerto Maldonado, to be slowly shifting their ranges up through the slopes of the Andes to higher elevations, towards places like Cusco. Right?
The group visited the towns of Ollantaytambo and Aguas Calientes to observe rainwater and glacial meltwater systems built by the Incas thousands of years ago. The region's many archaeological sites are home to impressive and well-constructed irrigation aqueducts that showcase the wonders of Incan civil engineering.
It's smooth, it's complete, look. ماكو شيء يجلخ فيه. Oh.
You said the terrace is way up in the top.
Get on top. How do they
We're going to walk up there.
There?
Up to this, yes.
Up there? How? There's a stairs?
They have a stairs just right here in the shadow part in the mountain. We went to visit them down. You see those little houses down there?
Yeah.
There is the entrance to go up there.
After touring the ancient Incan citadel of Machu Picchu, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the team hiked to the top of a nearby mountain known as Huayna Picchu, 1,180 feet above the citadel. High altitude and steep stairs carved directly into the mountainside make this trek a difficult one.
I never did this much of walking in my life.
Machu Picchu was built by the Incas in the 15th century. It is located high in the Andes above the Urubamba River and is well known for its sophisticated use of stone, complex structures, and panoramic vistas. Its precise former use remains unknown.
The religion for them was 3 levels. The upper world, this world, and the world. We're living in this life, but we don't know for how long. This body is going someday connecting to the nature, and the spirit is flying to the upper world. The son, the father, we are the child. That's the reason, and in this religion they have 3 levels right here too. One is located right here, we call Yachay. Yachay means the knowledge head. To keep the best one in your mind and then to teach. The another level is this part. In the church we call Munay. Munay means to have unconditional love. We love each other because we are the brothers and sisters. From here down, Yankai, to have a good relationship with the nature. And then to provide the reciprocity to the nature. What is that? Another child, another generation.
It was exhausting, excruciating, painful, but worth every step of the way. Like, how many people can say that they had that kind of view, learned that kind of history? It's remarkable.
The same water that sustained ancient Incan cities is now powering the Machu Picchu hydroelectric power station, located a few miles from the archaeological site of Machu Picchu. One of the goals of the expedition was an understanding of the importance of Peru's abundant fresh water and the effect that climate change is having on this precious natural resource. The team was given a full tour of the Machu Picchu hydroelectric plant. This offered a unique opportunity for the exchange of ideas between Dubai Electricity and Water Authority and Peru's state-owned power firm, EGEMSA. The plant provides local communities with electrical energy to power homes, business, and public infrastructure. Hydroelectric plants such as this one utilize the gravitational force of falling or flowing water to move turbines which generate electricity. In 2015, hydropower generated 16.6% of the world's total electricity, and this amount is expected to increase 3.1% each year for the next 25 years. The group also toured the Sede Cusco water treatment plant in Cusco. As a large portion of Peru's renewable water resources are available east of the Andes in the Amazon region, and more than half of Peru's population is located west of the Andes along the coast, water management is a difficult task. With climate change affecting the rate at which glacial meltwater is able to recharge natural aquifers, collaborations between water and energy management firms are becoming increasingly important, not just for Peru, but for the entire world. It is the hope of both ASIR and DEWA that trips such as these will not only provide valuable first-hand experiences to those who attend, but also allow the international sharing of best practices to further the initiative to mitigate humanity's effect on the climate.
One of the main reasons we are here is to learn as much as we can about climate change and sustainability in different parts of the world, not only to take back the information to help us to become more sustainable as a country and as a company, but also to share knowledge and experience with the places that we're going so that we can have a cooperative method in terms of improving sustainability and conservation for both parties.
Collaborative efforts such as these do require the carbon cost of international travel. However, such programs would not exist without the belief that those who can afford the luxury of global exploration also carry the greatest responsibility to preserve the environment for future generations.